You know when you hear a Zulu song, I'm on your screens. Hello, Mzansi. We have made it to another beautiful Thursday, and TrendingSA is here to kickstart your weekend with premium content. I am Maple, the only emperor that's relevant. And helping me give you the realest serve, I have the wondrously talented queen of skit comedy, Lesego Tlhabi.
Yeah, you added the skit part because it just says Queen of Comedy on the script. He wants me to know it's just skit.
It's April, so we don't know what's happening there by radio, so we will say the king of airwaves is here, but you never know. It's more flavor.
I have stood the test of time, and now I'm about to test time even further.
All right, Mo Flavor's dropping a rap album. Anyway, the new telenovela, The Estate, which is coming to SABC 3, plants the seed of a perfect facade that hides the rot underneath the beautifully manicured gardens and high walls of Echelon Estate, where corruption, secrets, and lies fester.
I mean, it's the kind of content that we all signed up for. The hard-hitting drama series basically delves into some of the burning issues which are on every South African's lips, such as, for example, land disempowerment, the haves and the have-nots, and of course the various power dynamics at play, as experienced by the characters who live in this gated wonderland.
And tonight, we are getting a sneak peek over the high walls of Echelon Estate with some of the characters that will be bringing the story to life. We are going to kickstart this segment with the protagonist from the show, played by the brilliantly talented and multi-award-winning actor, Sdumo Mtshali.
The estate deals with themes. Oh, that's you. Okay.
That's He's going to take my job. You already have one.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, the estate deals with themes that center around land claims, like we've said, issues of identity, dishonesty, love, truth, corruption, wow, 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 on and on. So let's take a look at the trailer.
To those that know me, know that family is everything to me. My father said a man's land is his kingdom.
You are not going to buy our souls with your jobs and your money.
But if it wasn't for my taxi money, you wouldn't have had that estate.
Well, at least we know that our ancestors both love money.
You have a good marriage. Don't mess it up, brother.
Hey, chocolate. Well, I mean, who doesn't want to live at Echelon Estate?
Introducing a new daily drama with an award-winning cast.
To the dream.
To the dream.
The Estate starts Monday, the 5th of April at 7 on 3.
Ooh.
So you've just seen yourself in
I need pinned.
Do you believe what you see?
I know it's him. Where's the music?
He was speaking very like coconutty. He was so confused about who's sitting here today. But please tell us about your character and the role and how he finds himself in the world of the estate.
So the show is starring. Young ending I think there's a time limit. That's why I'm being quick. Skipping food. He wants land. Characters who bring a sort of the real person that he is, where he has a lot of history that, as most South Africans, that we all have with our past, especially as black men, which is the idea of narcissism. So that's one idea that comes through with this character. And more than anything else, what I love about this character is the fact that once again, he gets to kiss a lot of girls.
I mean, you have segued beautifully into the next thing I want to touch on, which is the reason why you took on a project like this. Apart from what you've mentioned, what was it that you said, I have to be a part of this project?
More than anything else was the story of the land issue, which is something that's in our everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants land. You know, you hear it all the time. And then, of course, service delivery. You know, it's something that as black people we are faced with. And that's one of the things. And I'm always interested in stories like that because I believe as an audience, you should be watching something then as a family, you get to discuss what you are watching instead of, cha iwigi yakhe binhle or begqoke le ngubo lezi cha yinhle but you know but nje kumele sikhulume what's happening in our country and that is one thing that I really loved about coming to this project and of course SABC 3 which camera do I look at
Right there.
SABC 3
I just want to ask you, Sdumo, what surprised you about when you picked up that script? And I'm sure you had an idea of who this character is, but when you started reading about the character, what he gets up to, and started shooting, what surprised you about him?
I mean, this character it's everybody that we know of, but we don't get to see these people in this light. You know, we know, once you see this character, oh, okay, he is speaking of this person or these kind of people. And that's one of the things that really fascinated me reading the script. And then, of course, the journey of the land claim. It's a big thing. So to have those discussions, it's a great thing.
So you've come through with great energy, and because of this energy, Sdumo, we have to play a game.
Aye.
Your character is very complex. As you pointed out, he's a narcissist, very ambitious, confident, all those things. And we've decided to create a bit of a quiz just to get an idea of, you know, the character, learn a bit more. And maybe you might just also be surprised by some of the things that you will reveal based on the questions that you're going to be getting. So we'll be giving you a question. You've got A, B, or C.
All right.
Okay. Just A, B, and C. Okay. And then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go with my first question. What does your character care about the most? A, family, B, succeeding at all costs, or C, being revered?
Oof. I'd say it's all of them, but I'll choose one, and that's family.
Family.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if your character was responsible for overseeing a massive project around the estate and money went missing, what would your character do? Would he A, distance himself from the situation, B, blame someone else, or C, call for an immediate investigation?
Hey.
And there it is.
Why A?
No. As a narcissist.
Oh, okay.
And it's never my fault. It's
Bingo.
Someone is okay, cool. There's another one. How will the viewers most likely feel about your character? A, love him, B, hate him, C, respect him.
It'll go in that order.
It definitely will, because we already love him.
Why do you say so?
Because that's the thing about when you're telling a story, you get, why would I watch this character? There's no right or wrong in any choice that you make. But there's a strong and a weak choice. And it's all reliant on you, the individual.
You hear this?
I'm like, this feels like church. I got to go to church.
Stumo, don't go anywhere. You're going to come back again where we play a very nice game with your co-host, Jo-Ann.
Yeah. Co-star. Every day it's trending to you.
So now you know what he is.
Co-stars.
Guys, I think every show is trending SA. After the break, we open an aperture into the love triangle, which is bound to have viewers glued to their screens when Jo-Ann Reyneke reveals some of the secrets and lies that have built Echelon Wonderland. See you after this.
Welcome back to #SA on 3, right here on SABC 3. Now, to explore the world of secrets and lies within the Echelon estate, we have the show's leading lady, Jo-Ann Reyneke. She's here to share with us her life's intersections, especially at a personal and romantic level with her husband's mistress, and you know how the two navigate this relationship with one man, the power dynamics involved, what's at play, and of course, what her character is all about. What fire does it bring to the series? Jo-Ann, welcome.
Thank you.
Sure.
Jo-Ann,
Baba.
are you also into the kissing?
Yes, yes, yes. You got to see my co-star for the first time in a long time. I'm happy.
So, Jo-Ann, you are playing Ulwandle in this state.
Yes.
She's rich, she's fabulous. Briefly tell us about the role. How does Ulwandle fit into the story, and what did you enjoy the most about her?
Ulwandle is so fabulous that she puts on a full face for exercising. Angidlali ngawe, she jogs in full face. You won't catch her sleeping. There's a scene where she dreams and she's in full face. I'm just putting that out there. You know, she can't catch her sleeping. But Ulwandle Phakathwayo is married to the lead, which is Sdumo Mtshali. She's the heart and the dignity of the Phakathwayo home. She's a young businesswoman. She's an architect, so she also represents a lot of the young black businesswomen that are. Yes, she's married, but she still represents nalaba bangawadinga amandoda. You know, they have built themselves up from like zero to now owning a big estate, and he's one of the leading businessmen in South Africa, and she's one of the leading architects. And on the other side of the walls, we have Thembaletu, which is the less thans, the ones who we need them to relocate so we can appropriate the land and make it better and then employ them. But you know, that's the struggle.
So when you first read the script, I mean, already I'm drooling at the idea of watching this.
Yeah.
But what was it when you read the script that said, I need to do this project, especially with the character, but also the themes explored?
The land conversation, the haves and the haves not, and also to live in a mansion and not be sorry about it. I enjoy that. I leave my big house and then I walk into that set and I'm like, this is her life.
and mine.
And I'm telling this story. I love it. She's not one thing. She's not nice. She's not bad. She engaktuga, ayesontweni, same time. Sure. She's everything.
No, she is. And she's in like a triangle, a love triangle.
She is.
And she's got to think about another woman.
I mean, say they are in a triangle with her. She's just living her life.
So I mean, is it a polyamorous situation? I mean,
absolutely not.
What's the vibe?
Absolutely not. No, she's very possessive. Unesquele, like every Zulu girl that we know. I don't know, maybe even you guys. I don't know.
Is there something in your own personal experience that relates to you in that?
Like maybe being a side chick. Is that something?
No, girl. Number two to who? Never that.
Top two and not two.
No, man, shame. They've been in love and married since they were very young. They have a very old child. So now, other than just their love, there's really nothing else keeping them together. So he has had a wandering eye throughout the marriage. She's known this, but he's respected her enough to do it far away. In Botswana, whatever. But now the thing that gets her the most is who this girl is in her life. You know, it's like the Zintle and Bonang thing where like gig when same time.
Okay.
And there it is.
So that's the kind of
and there it
sitch
is.
that we find ourselves in.
Perfectly cast for this character.
Is it a secret?
No,
Perfectly cast for this character.
Thank you.
I'm not going to say anything because they know exactly where I work. They'll find me here.
I'm not famous enough. They don't know me, girl. They don't know me.
Listen, I just want to ask you, you've got this beautiful body of words. What is it about Ulwandle that challenged you as a thespian, where you saw the script and you said, you know what, actually, I need to pull up my socks here.
Right? The fact that she's not one facet, that made me have to make her not boring in every scene. Even when she cries. If I cried like this on Monday, I cannot cry the same way on Tuesday. There's a rage cry, there's a sadness cry, there's a he cheated cry, there's a he died cry. So I'm there, just gear changing. I hope it comes across that way.
And this show draws parallels between the real world and the world of the show. But what is some of the themes that the audiences, especially women, will resonate with when watching the show?
Whew, wow, okay. The scenes have been written clearly by women who have also been in Lwandle's position because the wording of it all, there are scenes where you'll be like, oh my gosh, were they listening when I was fighting with my man? So you see yourself in Lwandle's position, men will see themselves in Muzi's position. Not necessarily how to solve it, but at least to know that you're not alone and that you're not an alien and that maybe sometimes your boundaries are just that, your boundaries, and they may not be crossed. Everybody will find somebody to relate to.
Sure. Speaking of relation, I have to go back to the heat, right? And intimacy. Now, in the middle of a pandemic where we are told to social distance, don't touch each other, we've been told by police ministers not to even kiss. How did you guys navigate that in a show like this? What was in your mind during those kinds of scenes in the middle of a pandemic?
Fair. At the beginning, it was really awkward because nobody knows each other's datas and stuff. So once we all got our negatives out and we shared with each other, then,
You were just like,
party negative, wow, go babes. So then things got a little more comfortable.
Good.
And also we get sanitized between every take.
Even the tongue,
We should definitely have done
we
this before 11
sanitize each
o'clock.
other's tongues. Come on
Maybe
now.
we have questions for
Come on
like
now.
11 o'clock.
You know what I mean? Like, this is an early
Because I think she
show.
would go there.
What are you
I feel like
doing?
you'd go there.
Guys,
It was only difficult at the beginning.
Jo-Ann, you are not going anywhere.
Not at all,
When we
please.
come back, we bring your co-star. See, I didn't
My
say co-host.
husband.
Yeah. Don't move. Jo-Ann and Sdumo are not going anywhere. And when we come back, their state takeover continues after this.
and they just look at us like there's something wrong with us. I don't understand. I don't
But
understand.
there's no music. I'm not hearing anything. You guys are moving.
Well, listen, we're about to get into a party now. Welcome back. This is Star on 3 right here on SABC 3. And of course, we're getting to know those who are part of the upper echelons of society, the members of the estate, the echelon estate. And probably they will speak like this all the way through. But listen, right now we're getting the realest of the realest as Sdumo and Jo-Ann join us here. They've got fabulous characters in many different ways, and we're getting to know a little bit more about them. Now, as we talk about characters, you two play a dual role in this show. What sort of preparation goes into that? Do you guys have to spend time together? Are there things you do to get to, prepare and ready yourself for those moments where there's chemistry, the bonding, the banter, all of that stuff that matters in this character, in this duality that you guys have going on here?
Sdumo and I have not worked together before this production, so we had to quickly cultivate a friendship, a very deep and safe friendship. So I feel very supported by him. I hope you feel the same way on set. So much so that in scenes where it's not scripted that I slap him, he'll come to me and he'll open himself up and he's like, just go there, push me, rip my t-shirt, talk to wardrobe, but whip my t-shirt, all of this stuff. So we've had to quickly get to a place where we can portray a 20-year-old marriage. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna play a game now. This is a very exciting moment in our lives. I love game playing. We've played so many. Now, guys, your characters are obviously living in a world that is full of lies, affairs, sordidness, and we're gonna play a game called Yay, Nay, or Pass. So basically, what we're gonna do, we have whiteboards for the two of them, and we're going to ask you questions. You write down the answers, obviously, yay, nay, or pass.
Okay.
Shall we begin?
Okay.
All right. So the first question is, will Sdumo leave his wife for his mistress?
I can't wait to see the answers.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
So diplomatic there.
You will never.
So, Jo-Ann says pass.
Jo-Ann says nay.
Nay.
She
He
says nay,
pass.
Sdumo says pass.
There's a line in the episode that says, people love to ride bicycles, but bicycles die. They break.
All right, well, let's see if the chain will remain intact at least. The next one, I hope you guys are ready. Here it is. Can your character Lwandle survive in a sexless relationship?
You can answer that too because you
Okay.
Yay, nay, or pass?
Yeah.
We want those answers.
My Coke is running out of color. I know, you too.
Okay.
And in 3, 2, 1.
Can you read out your
Jo-Ann
answers
says nay. Sdumo says never.
Never ever. She's loyal, but
Why?
she's not dumb.
You
why
saying
would
she's
you say never?
Because she's this character, like she said, you know, she's a woman of now, and the woman of now, you know, maybe food into buy it on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
all right? Let's move over to the next one. Do you know where all the bodies are buried in the estate? Yay,
nay, or pass?
or pass?
These should be different answers. Sdumo. Don't.
No,
don't copy
You're not
that.
cheating. Oh, this is not the trick.
Yes. Yes. Our
Okay,
lives are
answers. 3, 2, 1.
Nay.
Boom.
Nay and yay for Sdumo. So you do know.
Oh, definitely.
Would you guys consider, and this is now outside your characters, okay?
Like Jo-Ann.
Yeah, Jo-Ann and Sdumo.
Okay.
Would you guys consider your first on-screen kiss a success or not? Yay, nay, or pass?
When was it?
Was it a good time? Was it a bad? Were you here?
Careful about those answers. Careful.
You had the bubble gum.
You don't have to look at each other. You're not going
That
to talk.
time.
What was
No
your
shame,
experience,
yeah,
Joanne?
shame.
What was
No,
your
he came
experience?
correct. He came correct.
Yay, nay, or pass? Was it a good time? That's all I want to know.
And we have 3,
Taking a long time.
2, 1. They're both yays. Wow. Sihamba molayini. Sihamba molayini.
We are consummate professional. No tongue was used
No time
in
was
the making
used.
of
Yes.
the scene.
Yes.
I said it, that the chemistry's there, and this is just a glimpse of it all.
So clearly we need to go out for drinks, my player.
I agree.
Luti, if you're
And do
watching,
other things.
we need to
you know?
clearly hang out. Look at them.
Exactly. We'll ask
have
Joanne
an
for
early morning.
ideas, but yeah.
I know where to go.
So, listen, guys, we're excited about the estate. Truly, genuinely, I think it's a high-value production from what we've seen. Stellar cast. You guys are brilliant in your own right. And you've come together so beautifully, and we're hoping that all of that is going to translate, which I know it will. So, all the best of luck. Thank you so much for blazing TrendingSA.
Thank you.
You have ripped it apart.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Actually, maybe you can stay behind and then we'll go for drinks after this. How about that?
Absolutely. I can run the show. So let's stop after the commercial break.
Take my job in front of me. In front of me.
She's a taker after all.
To those that know that family is everything to me.
Umhlaba ke lo. Umnotho wenu nina bophakathwayo.
My father said a man's land is his kingdom.
You are not going to buy our souls with your jobs and your money. But if it wasn't for my taxi money, you wouldn't have had that estate.
Well, at least we know that our ancestors both loved money.
You have a good marriage. Don't mess it up, brother.
Hey, chocolate. Well, I mean, who doesn't want to live at Echelon Estate?
Introducing a new daily drama with an award-winning cast.
To the dream.
Well, that is all the time we have today. Remember, the estate starts airing on the 5th of April right here on SABC3 at 7 p.m. Make sure you do not miss the action. Tomorrow, we are not with you because we have to make space for the cricket match. But catch the omnibus this Sunday from 10 a.m. and we'll be back on Monday. Happy Easter holidays, South Africa. Stay safe.